What's up, everybody? What's going on?
What's up? How y'all doing?
Y'all are live with Bobby and
Renee.
And we have a very special guest coming on tonight. One of our closest and dearest friend, our little sister from another mother. You know what? I didn't say that because we call her mom too.
So we sure do.
Yeah. So she just and her nieces and nephews. All I got nieces and nephews too. So that's your little sister all the way around.
The whole family.
And I think we cried when she moved all the way to California. Yes. We cried with her. We've done a lot of things with her. So as y'all may know, who we talking about?
The famous Courtney Nichole.
Yes, Courtney Nichole. So she's gonna be coming on today with us all the way from LA, guys. She's gonna be telling us her journey and how she stepped out on faith to get where she is right now. So if you aspiring people want to move out to LA, you might want to listen to her story and see how she did it so that you can do it yourself. But before we go there, we're going to talk about some things that we got coming up. So what we got coming up this week, babe?
Okay, so basically, this is our last week filming Dexter Jackson's Guide to Dating Season 2. Yay!
Yes. We're wrapping up Season 2, guys.
Season 2, and it's been phenomenal. We've had such a phenomenal time with all of the new actors that we brought on board, as well as
and they've
all
been
of our
great addition too.
Yeah, they really have.
And you know what? They've been doing their own marketing too. They've been getting it in.
Yes, they really have.
They've been working it out. So we love people who like the market, and these new people, they market.
Yes, they do, and we love it. We love it. So, guys, make sure you share this link. I'm just inviting some people here. Don't think that I'm being rude.
Yeah, she's being rude.
Also, guys, I have to let y'all know something. What? So, I joined a yoga class last week. Okay.
And I saw the pictures too.
Ebony and we joined this yoga class, and it's being taught by Erenitra, and I hope I'm not messing her name.
You messed that up.
Erenitra Chandler.
That sounds so weird.
And anyway, you will see her all over my Facebook page. You will see the pictures on my Facebook page, and it's called DDP, and it's yoga mixed with cardio.
Ooh.
Guys, let me tell you, I have never done something so hard in all of my days.
Really?
Let me tell you something. I thought that first day I was going to die. And then I came back to do it again, and I thought I was going to die again. But you know what? The second time around, it was getting easier.
So what days y'all do this?
So we do it on Wednesday. We do it on Wednesday from 6:15 to 7:15.
Okay.
It's $10 cash, and she will personally, if you show interest, she will personally send you an inbox and give you all of the information. Guys, her journey is phenomenal. She lost 50 pounds. She was on 4 different blood pressure medicines before she started this program, and now she's down to 1, which is only a diuretic.
Oh,
and
down to 1.
Right.
I'm down on 1.
I'm on 2. I'm trying to get to 0. So her journey is phenomenal. She moved here from Arkansas, and she says she don't know many people. She's been here for 2 years, and she's getting out there in the acting world, and she's teaching this class, and she's just wanting to give back. So if you guys want any information, just let me know, and I will connect you with her.
Sweet.
Okay.
Sweet. Okay.
Yeah.
So without further ado, how you say it? Is it do, ado?
Further ado.
We're gonna bring on our baby sister, Miss Courtney Nichole.
Miss Courtney Nichole.
Miss Courtney Nichole, how you doing, babe? Look at you, looking all nice and glammed up.
I put this on for y'all.
Hey, well, you ain't got to impress us. We love how you look all the time.
Okay.
Renee, you know how it is. We are minimalist when it comes to makeup. And I like to thank my mama, my daddy, and baby Jesus for that.
What's going on, Courtney?
Nothing much. I'm out here looking at sunshine. It's 4:00 over here.
So. Hey, look, don't rub it in.
You rubbing it
don't
in.
Don't rub it in.
We see some palm trees right now. Oh, sorry.
Oh, so you making it bad on us. You rubbing it in.
Oh, yeah. She's really rubbing it in.
Book your tickets, honey. It's work out here in LA.
Hey, don't tell me that, because you know I'm on the plane out there.
Come on now.
So, Courtney, tell us. I know. Hey, I'm already ready to go. But anyway, Courtney, so when you first decided to go out to California, like, how was that that torture, I mean, mental torture scene, but leaving what you already established here to go all the way there, how was that torture for you?
You know what? It was tough, Bobby, because I've developed a family there. You know, I had actor friends, filmmaking friends, you know, like you guys and so many others. So to pack up and move and like sell all your things was a little, you know, it was tough. But I was very motivated. Like there's a lot they've been calling Atlanta the Hollywood of the South for a very long time.
Right.
And I started back acting in 2002 there in Atlanta, with you guys, as a matter of fact. And I don't know. I just, I got to a point and I was like, you know what? If I'm gonna play with the big dogs, let me go to the big dog park.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like I do see now, like now since I'm gone, there are so many of, my actor friends that are kind of like, getting a lot of nice, spots on television. Like I saw Cindy Jefferson was just on Queen Sugar, and you have Dawn Halfkenny, you have Jasmine Burke, Brad James, like, they're all working on television now, but they've all been grinding for a very long time, and like you did an episode, or you were on what was that? Not Saints and Sinners.
Survivor's Remorse.
Yeah, Survivor's Remorse last year. Like Survivor's Remorse and Saints and Sinners are really two like shows in LA that are really using a lot of the LA actors. But I think I kind of found that unless you already had a big name attached to you, or you were teaching a class in Atlanta, like Mr. Greg Allen Williams or something like that, that maybe they weren't really, to me, given the opportunities that I wanted,
Right.
So, I did spend a couple of days crying as I had to give things away, like we had a big party, and then, like I was packing stuff, and there was stuff that I just couldn't take, like old CDs and books and stuff like that, to come here, and I just couldn't take it out with me. So it was, it was bittersweet, but I wouldn't change it, Bobby.
You wouldn't? I mean, I you know what? I look at your progress, and I was gonna ask you, like, when you got there, like, what was the mindset when you first got to LA and involving yourself with the actors there versus the actors here?
Yeah.
I think it was, so I also moved here when I was a little older, right? So like had I come when I was 20, 21, I may have jumped into the scene a little differently, you know what I'm saying? But because I'm a little older and, I'm a little bit more reserved about who I encounter, and I don't have to go out to all these networking parties and drink and party with y'all because, I'm looking for the business and the opportunities. It was a little different. I had to come here and kind of like figure out what were the go-to places, like Actors Access for one, and of course I use Actors Access in Atlanta, but Actors Access here is like, that was it. I was like, okay, I think I found more jobs that appealed to me on Actors Access for LA than I did in Atlanta.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just the opportunity. So that, and it did take me a while. Like the first year that I was here, I was really just trying to settle into living, figuring out what grocery stores I wanted to go to, there is no Kroger or Publix,
What? And no, you remember that shopping bag situation? We shipping you shopping bags.
Yeah,
they want 10, 15, 20 cents for a bag. I went and bought some lotion. They talking about, you want to buy a bag for how much? 10 cents. No, I will. Me and this lotion will be walking all the way down the street. Crazy girl, Renee. I had some of my homegirl, one of my best friends from high school, Elise. I had her send me a box of bags. Y'all sent me bags.
Yeah.
Like I was like,
we got some more bags to send you. We got some more bags if you need them. Let us know.
I still got some bags, but I'll take them. Look, but I was like, I'm not paying for these grocery bags out here. These people have lost their minds. But like the first year, that's what it was. It was really like a fact-finding mission. It's building your relationship map again, which is going to be key. I mean, like I had, of course, like you all introduced me to Levi. So when I got here, I went to his, he had a screening. So I was trying to use my relationship map from Atlanta to meet some people here ahead of time, which was very helpful. And then after that, it was just kind of like, you know, you like I said, you figuring out where you live. People know you're here, so everywhere is happy hour here. They want to go to drinks, they want to eat. I'm like, y'all, I just got here, I ain't made no money yet. Wait a minute, you know?
Okay. Okay.
So, but that was different. And then just figuring out where the go-to places were here. You know, like I had never really done extra work in Atlanta. But when I came here, I was like, you know, that's gonna be my means of, you know, getting some funds right now. It's not what I came out here to do, but for my first year here, I did go, and it provided me a nice check.
Hey, look.
So
whatever works.
Whatever works.
I've never been a waitress. You know what I'm saying? Like I turned 40 this year, but I was like, I've never been a waitress. So I can't come out here and be like, hey, can I wait tables? They want somebody experience. You know, and then I spent 13 years teaching elementary and middle school in the classroom. And I was like, I'm not going back into the classroom because I know that's going to be a trap for me. Like once I get in there with those kids and invested in all of those things, I'm not coming out here to fulfill my dream, which is what I have been telling kids to do for years, and which is what I was trying to do for myself. So, you know, it was very interesting. So I found things like Lyft and Uber, those ride sharing companies, very resourceful for me. You know, when I first got out here, because you know. No one here, well, not no one, because there are plenty of people here with a car because there's traffic all the time. But there are a lot of people here that don't get vehicles. You know, they may live close to home, they work close to home where they live, so they can use Lyft and Uber a lot of times. So it can be, you know, pretty beneficial to you out here. So that first year was a fact finding mission for me.
Okay.
Just, you know, trying to find my way. And building some relationships, you know, applying for things on Actors Access, you know, auditioning, showing them, you know, who this new young lady from Atlanta was stepping onto the scene. You know,
That's right.
So, yeah, I was like, come on, I didn't come out here to play with y'all, honey, because y'all will cast me in something, trust and believe.
Hey,
and then I wanted to find an agent, you know, which is, you know, I really value the friendship and the relationship that I've had with you all because, you know, not only do you provide opportunities, but you're very resourceful. And I remember early in my career there, you know, like the main thing was making sure that I worked with good people on good projects and I had quality work to put a reel together.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
that is
Bobby,
so
I think
important.
you made my first 2 reels for me. And I mean, like, I was like one of the first people in my little group to kind of have me a reel together. You know what I'm saying? And I knew when I came here, that's what I had to have. Like, I wasn't coming to LA empty handed. I came to LA with a resume. I came to LA with a reel. I came to LA with classes on my resume. You know, they're not going to take you seriously if you aren't taking yourself seriously. You know, you going to class is an investment. You know, any job, if you're a doctor, if you are a teacher, if you are a clothing designer, in any field you're in, it behooves you to to increase your education. You know what I'm saying? And it's an investment. So I had those things luckily. And, you know, within my first 6 months here, I was able to get an agent, which is great.
For 6 months.
Nice.
Wow.
That is like, because people be like, you go out there, I've heard people say, like, you're not going to get an agent as soon as you get out to LA. That's impossible. You're not going to do that. So just you saying you being out there for 6 months and you were able to work and get you an agent, that's phenomenal.
Yeah. I mean, it's you know. So the other day I posted a quote and I said, you know, you can't let your creativity flow through the lens of someone else's morality, right?
Yes, that was
I cannot let my dreams and what I believe flow through the lens or the mouths of people who tell me what I can't do.
Yeah.
Come on, you better say that.
You know what I'm saying? So I didn't come over here thinking that I can't get anything, that I can't do anything. And I refused to let that into my psyche, you know? And so I did. I mean, now, you know, on the flip side of that, I'll tell this story as well. That first agent I had, I was with her for 9 months and did not go out on one audition.
Wow. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And at first I was questioning myself because again, you're just like, oh, okay, well, I got one, but she ain't sending me out, And then I had her, if people don't know, you can ask your agent for a submission report. And I use that to,
Yep.
just kind of it provides a list of people that they've sent me out to, which if I want to intern, you get on Vistaprint or something and make me some postcards, I know who I'm communicating with. These are people that now my agent has sent me out to. So I'm going to double back with them and say, here, this is what I'm doing. This is the project I have. These are my new
That's
headshots
a
or,
good. That's a good.
some
Good.
kind of
Good.
communication.
Yeah, that's a good. That's
That's
a good word.
smart.
That's
That's
very
very
smart.
smart. I didn't think about that. Yeah. I like
Absolutely.
that.
So
Yeah,
that's,
that's a good
when
thing.
I asked her for it, that's what I did with it. And, around that time, my father was transitioning as well. So
Right.
I was in and out of town. So I was like, okay, well, so I wasn't pressed to move on from her during that time. That's why it lasted 9 months because I wouldn't tell anybody to stay 9 months,
Right.
But I had to believe in myself and say, you know what? I'm going to send my stuff out again. And I sent my stuff out again. And the agent that I'm with now responded, and she inquired about how long I had been with this other agency and things like that, and then she offered to rep me across the board, commercially and theatrically. I was in the Ralphs, which is similar to Kroger. I almost did a praise, like I was basically praise dancing in the produce department.
I
Hey.
know
And
that's right.
and I've been working ever since, and even still, like I tell people all the time, like that first year I was with her, I had to believe that she was working for me, you know.
Right.
Mhm.
Now the auditions that I went on last year and the auditions that I have been on this year have the number has definitely increased this year. But we were getting to know each other, So when you get an agent, yeah, if you with them for 9 months and they don't send you even out once, then that's a thing.
Right.
But she was sending me out. But I mean, people had to get used to seeing my headshot here in Atlanta. I mean,
Right.
here in LA. You know what I'm saying? She would send it out and make phone calls, but I was developing a relationship with her. She had to figure out what I was good, where my casting was. What is my zero casting? What are they seeing her for? You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
what am I getting the nose for? Oh, okay, well, she got sent in for this, so let me send her on more roles for this. So don't be discouraged if in the first few months or the first few weeks, your agent isn't working for you the way that you think that they
Right.
should. And
Right.
even still, you still have to be working for yourself.
Oh yeah,
That's
definitely.
right.
It's a work
That's
in
right.
progress. A work in progress. So far, you saw us working. So we saw you doing the play. So what other stuff have you been working on that we have not seen you do?
Oh, I
Well, I
know
think you all have, huh?
that show you were on. What was the name of that show? You was just on a show.
Snowfall.
Snowfall.
Yes.
Yeah.
You
Yes,
had a good
yes.
role on that.
So I did have a nice role on there. So y'all, I was so excited when I booked Snowfall. I would like to thank everybody for that. Just everybody. But when I walked on set and I had a trailer, honey, when I
They
saw that in my contract, I said, well, wait a minute. And they said, okay, well, Courtney, you can go and sit in your trailer. We're gonna call you for makeup. I said, well, y'all better call me for makeup. Y'all better have my costume in this trailer. I'm like, like
yes.
you know what I'm talking about. It's like, okay, this is what I work. This is what I've been working hard for. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And this is why I refuse to quit. So, like that role was super cool. Like it was a biker chick, kind of went in and had to put some tattoos on me and
Man.
different
Yes.
kind of look, but it was so fun. It was amazing. The director for that show, her name was Zenta Fuentes, if I'm not mistaken. Is how you say her last name. But I mean, they were very professional. That set is shot here in Los Angeles, and one of the things John Singleton wanted to make sure is that it was authentic to
Right.
LA. And so it's a very much so is very much so based here in LA. They do a lot of location scouting for that television show. So most of the time when you watch that, they're not on some big lot. They've done the work and they found some place in LA that's authentic,
Wow.
that they
Nice.
can tell that story. And so I mean, it was really cool. Like I remember when I came on set and I was just talking to a director a couple of weeks ago, but I thought this was something that I took away from it. Like when I got there, she had the lead actors come and introduce themselves to myself, and it was another young lady that was doing a guest star or co-star that day as well. And I thought that was interesting, you know. And then I heard a director came to my class last week, and she spoke with us. Her name is Lily, and she said, I look at it like this, you know, they're coming into your home. When people come into your home, you speak. Hello. You welcome them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I thought that was key, because a lot of times when you get on these sets and you have a guest star, co-star role, maybe even, you know, a couple of reoccurring roles, you know, you feel like the outcast, but your instrument, you know, your toolbox, you know, your work that you've done still needs to be intact. And you can't go on set questioning yourself, or, oh, I don't know these people. Oh, I can't talk. Oh, I got to act like this. No. So I thought it was wonderful that, like, that was something that I got from both of them. And as I continue to take my career forward and direct projects, like, that's something that I'll take from that. Like, you know, she made sure the lead actors came over there and welcomed the new people on set. And I thought that was important. But I did get an opportunity to work on Snowfall. I did an episode of Cry Wolf on the ID channel. That was the first big thing I had in. And that's before I joined the union, which was beneficial.
Yes, there you go, girl.
Got that card.
Yeah, I got that card, which means I can get those coins.
That's right.
I was like, yes, and thank you. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So,
how long did it take you to get your card?
You know what? I did that. I did a GoFundMe actually when I came out here. And I think I raised half of the money, and then I put the rest up for myself. Because the dues here are a little bit more expensive than they are in Georgia. You know, Georgia is a right to work state. It's a little different. Like, I think you can get, you know, your SAG card there for like $1,000 or something. But when you come over here, you have to pay the difference to work. So they were like $3,100 and a couple of extra pieces of change.
Like $3,100. Like, do y'all take EBT?
So the great thing about SAG-AFTRA is that they have a credit union where you are able to go and possibly get it financed. They also have another option, which is I think you can pay like $1,000 down, and then they can split the other payments up into like 4, 5, or 6 months, something like that, where it ends up being like $400 or $500 for about $4 something a month, which can be a little bit pricey, but you know.
It works out,
and you got to do it. You know,
like
that $3,000 I made back doing Snowfall.
That's what I was just about to say. I know you made that back over again. So that's that right there is awesome. Now I need to tell the story of how we met you. Okay. So first of all, we were on the set of another fellow filmmaker, Michelangelo. Yes.
Hey, Michael.
Hey, Michael. And we were helping him out, right?
Yeah,
we were helping him out on set.
We were just there visiting. No, we was in it.
No, yeah,
we was in it.
We was in it. That's right. We played ourselves. So, I looked up because we were looking for a character for on Night of the Jackals.
Yep, it was Night of the Jackals. Yeah,
it was Night of the Jackals. And I looked up and I seen Courtney. Yep. She was an extra.
Yeah, in the background,
in the back, all the way up in the bleachers.
All the way.
And I looked and I spotted her. I said, "That's our girl right there." And Bobby, like, what? I mean, we had never seen her act. We didn't even hear her talk. Okay, nothing.
You could have had a stutter. I was like.
But I knew it because that's how you carried yourself.
Yeah.
Your persona introduced to me. You know what I'm saying? And that is so important. And when people to have a positive attitude, I don't care what you're doing, if it is background, if it is extra, whatever you're doing, if you have that positive attitude, that persona, that outgoing spirit, it will introduce you. And that's what you had. And when we met you and then we brought you in, I think we had you audition. I can't remember. No, did we have you audition?
I came over and auditioned. It was like you, DeWitt.
Right. Okay. It was a personal audition. Yeah, exactly. And from that point on, you've been with us since.
Then we cast on Money, Power, and Respect as Susan Donovan. And all the guys say, hey, I want to do a scene with Courtney. I had so many guys inbox me on that set, like, yo, man, I want to do a love scene with Courtney. I'm like, dude, this is not that kind of set.
It's not that kind of show.
Yeah, but they were asking though. I was like, man, no, I'm not gonna do that, man. You want to talk to her in your own time.
I know that's right.
We do have a question.
Inboxing me, Bobby. Now,
right, exactly. We have a question that says, so even if you're SAG before you get there, will you still have to pay? I think you did say that you have to pay the difference, right?
You do have to pay the difference, and I'm not sure how long you'll have. So that you'll have to pay that $2,000 difference to work on and get paid from a project here. Now they do have what's called, I believe it's called an OK 30, which means if you get booked on a project, you have 30 days to pay your dues, and within that 30 days you will get a paycheck. So hopefully whatever you make you can then, but they'll allow you to work for 30 days without it if you do get cast on a SAG commercial or film project production.
Now that you're union, do you still do any independent stuff, or are you just kind of out of the question for you now?
No, absolutely not. You know, they've opened up the new media criteria, right, things like that. Just like when I, working with you all, like when we just did Flags on the Field. You know, if you register it as a SAG new media project, which a lot of people are doing, like you can get your eligibility like that. You know, your friends, somebody SAG, you get your paperwork in, and then you get your eligibility, honey, and then you pay your dues when you can. Because I know they tell you to hold off as long as you can, but you have to know when. It's just like any relation, just like a boyfriend, girlfriend, just like you got to know when to let that joker go. You know what I'm saying? You got to know when to move on. You got to know when to move on and pay that card. You know, so same thing. But yeah.
So now listen. Now we came to see your play when we were there, which was phenomenal. Phenomenal.
It was good.
I love the
fight scene because I gotta tell you that story afterwards though.
Okay.
Afterwards. Look, just say this. Bobby thought that he was on cloud nine. He didn't know what was going on. He was like, "Oh my god!"
Hey, look.
Am I that messed up? Why is everything going in slow motion?
I'm looking. Hey, Courtney, I'm not even gonna lie.
Mushroom? What is happening?
It was
hilarious.
I looked around and everybody else is moving fast. I'm like, okay, so what's going on?
Bobby, I can't stand it.
But it was really good. I loved it. So and then when we got back here and I looked back and I seen your pictures and I was like, she got a picture, like you had one of the most prominent people in the music industry, mom and bonus dad at your show
to support you.
That's what they call each other, right?
To support you. So how in the world did that happen?
So I take classes at Richard Lawson Studios, which is, a top-notch studio here in LA. That's where I take my acting classes. And that just so happens to be his wife. So, he and Miss Tina this year, November of last year, opened up Waco Theater Center, which is Waco stands for Where Art Can Occur. And just relationship building, like, and I tell people all the time, like, people come in there and they're asking about them. Oh, does Miss Tina come in here? Oh, does Beyonce come in here? I'm like, that should be your focal point. You know what I'm saying? I came into RLS and I did the work. I came there because I wanted to be an actress. And your attitude, what you said earlier, Renee, your attitude. One of the things Richard says all the time is attitude monitors talent.
That's right.
And I came in the studio. I had a great attitude. I put up work. I think I put up like 31 scenes last year. And, production is the basis for morale. Like, let's just work. And, that's what I did. And in turn, I developed a relationship with Richard and, of course, with Miss Tina. And it's been amazing to just be under his tutelage mostly, but hers as well, because I now work at the theater. And of course I get to encounter her and I'm just taking notes and paying attention, man.
That's
These
right.
are two moguls in the industry, in their, their fields. And I just pay attention and take notes, And so, with that being said, when I had my project and, I asked them to come, I mean, one of the things that they love doing is supporting. And you see Miss Tina go to Target, honey. She go to Starbucks. She ain't afraid of these people. She like, I'm a person. You know what I'm saying? And I love that about them. Like, they don't, like try to remove themselves from things, which is, just note taking for me for when those zeros start to deposit into my account, or
right,
like things like that. Like, I can't change. I can't, remove myself from, society and the community that I live in. So that's one thing they do. And so he came, she brought her grandson, Jules. So I thought it was pretty cool that he sat in there. Yes. I was like, he gets taller every time I see him. But it's just amazing. So anytime they're talking, I'm paying attention.
There you go. Soak it up.
Yeah,
that is so.
Both been.
Go ahead.
No, I was just saying they've both been just amazing in, what they're willing to share with our community that they built there, the love that they give. They have 2 mentoring programs, Tina's Angels and Richard's Warriors. So they're giving back, philanthropy. Well, I'm
yeah,
we got it.
Out now. But philanthropy is, their thing. And so yeah, I just take notes and pay attention, man. And I was thankful that they came out, and
I was like, that is absolutely amazing. I know that you've been taking his classes. I know the story. I know that you've been working with them, but to see them there, we're talking about Beyonce. Yes, everybody know Beyonce and love Beyonce. Yeah. Beyonce's mom and her bonus dad came to Courtney's play.
Good time they came, but I wasn't there because I'd have been like, okay.
I mean, that right there.
They came the next day.
The next day. I'm like, we should have came that day.
Right.
Yeah. But I didn't know which night they were coming.
That was
it'd have been totally funny about that time I was there because I'm like, okay, I'm really tore.
And I'm so glad I couldn't see them from the stage because it was like a smaller theater. I was like, I'm so glad I didn't see them myself. But
I know
I'm sitting in the audience while you on stage working and doing the work and with his wife. I'm like,
but it was good though. It was definitely.
It was absolutely phenomenal.
Was very, very interesting how it was put together. So you got one more question?
No, go ahead.
Okay, so we're gonna almost wrap it up. But if you have any advice for people who want to come out there.
Already?
Well, yeah, it's a half-hour show. I know. It's a half-hour show.
I got so much more to say.
Well, we know. We can always bring you back.
Yeah,
okay.
Absolutely.
Always bring me back anytime.
But say your words of encouragement. I mean, we run this show.
Yeah.
I want you to just give your words of encouragement for those who's looking to get into the industry or that's already in the industry.
Or who want to make that move.
Or maybe getting discouraged from being in the industry. What would you say to them to keep them pushing and keep them going?
Dreams don't have expiration dates.
Mm.
They don't. And, I'm a firm believer in that. Like, I'm 40 years old over here trying to get it. I taught for 13 years and I just, you have to live your dreams. If you're doing something that you love, then it's not work, and you can't be afraid to pack up and move. Like, if I wanted to come back to Atlanta ain't going nowhere. I can come out to LA and if it doesn't work out, I can move back to Atlanta, no problem. But I will not be able to leave this earth saying that I didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be 80 sitting somewhere saying I shoulda, coulda, woulda. And if you believe in yourself, and you keep taking the steps forward, something will happen. If you have a house and you unpack one box a day, it's gonna eventually be cleaned out. If you get your butt up and exercise once a day, once a week, twice a week, 5 times a week, your body is eventually going to respond. If you keep taking the actions towards your career, something is going to happen, because I'm going to be walking across that stage getting me an Oscar one day.
There you go. That's
right.
I can see it and I can believe it, and I can't let what anybody else thinks or believe into my psyche and into my universe. That's what I believe. That's a postulate for me, and that's what's going to happen. And so I just take every positive step you can to fulfill your dreams.
Awesome.
That was amazing.
So I'm packing up tomorrow.
Look, I'm ready. He is so ready. He is so ready. Look. But listen, I tell you what.
The twins graduating. Look.
2020.
Look, they going to the 11th grade. Right now, they're going to the 11th grade. Amen. Look. But listen.
We on the countdown.
What? But listen here, let me tell you, when I do come out, let me know if Mr. Lawson have like any weekend workshops or something like that.
You do want to come out there for a workshop?
I'll come out there for a workshop. Okay. I do want to come out there for some workshops and, just to see how it is and different things like that. I know I need to take some classes here. I still haven't taken any classes here, but I am going to definitely get into some classes here. But I would love to come out there for a workshop or anybody else that that's really good out there that's doing good with the actors in the industry. Mm-hmm. Just let me know.
We just need a reason to come back. So any reason. I don't care if Flavor is holding classes.
Yes.
I will say this just to because I love the fact that I met Richard when I met him was amazing. So I'm gonna say this: if you can't get to LA to take his class, be a guest in the class, he does have an online doing seminars called DOIN. So it stands for Declaration of Independence. So just like the British, if we had to separate from them and claim for themselves, one thing that he teaches is you have to have a small bit of not a small, I say small, but you have to have arrogance. And if you look at the origin of that word, it means claim for oneself.
What?
Right?
Say that again.
A lot of times we're taught to be humble, and that means we got to bow down and put our head down and, oh, excuse me, I think I'm supposed to be here. No, I'm busting the door down, baby. This is my living room in this audition.
Hello.
Y'all called me in here, so I'm gonna take my time, and y'all gonna enjoy the show. Get your popcorn, okay?
Yeah. Right.
You know what I'm saying? But if you go to I Acting Studios, the letter I Acting Studios, and you type in Richard Lawson, you should see his doing seminar. It's a 2-day seminar. And that the site, it is a subscription site, but if you want to just join for 1 month, pay it and watch the seminar, it's worth it. If you take the notes from there and listen to what he's talking about, that document, that claiming for oneself, that declaration of independence that you're claiming for yourself is going to move you forward. It's going to make you want more for yourself. It's going to make you're going to start making some changes in your life, or things are going to start to change in your life, and you're going to be like, what is this? So
all right.
Check that out. If you can't get here, go to his website. That's amazing. But you're
right. I Acting Studio?
I Acting Studios. It might be with an S, studios.com.
Okay, and then
he's doing seminar,
and we search for Richard Lawson.
And it's a 2-day seminar. And it just talks. I mean, you first start out with your dream. You know what I'm saying? Like as big as you can dream. What kind of car you want, what kind of money you want, like all of those things. How many TV shows you want, children, family, everything. Because what happens is we get older and our dreams start to diminish, or we start to think that they can't happen, so we don't dream as big. Can I curse?
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not subscribing to that. You know what I'm saying? And then you're gonna it's a business plan for yourself, basically. And you gotta write it down and make it plain, and it's a living and breathing document in my life. I'm happy. I'm so thankful and grateful. We can't let our expectations get higher than our gratitude sometimes. And I have to make sure I keep myself in check for that, but I'm thankful. I've been on more auditions than I've been on any year of my career this year. And I just contributed to me believing in myself and following my dream.
Awesome.
That is wonderful. Awesome. You know what? When I get ready to do that panel, because it's been placed, I'm going to do a motivational panel. I'm gonna get it done. I'm gonna get it.
Get on it, Courtney.
I'm gonna have to fly you out here or whether it be here or there, I don't know. Wherever it is, okay. I'm gonna have to get you on that panel.
I'm down. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to get you.
because you speak positive too, and I mean, that's one reason why we've had this relationship that we've had. You know what I'm saying? Y'all work hard, you believe in yourselves, and it's about encouraging and empowering others. And this is the time to do it, Renee. You know what I'm saying? We're powerful right now, honey. The platforms and the mediums that we can touch and reach. We have Netflix, freaking Snapchat is talking about coming out with scripted content. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
People want to see people that look like them.
That's right.
I don't care if you are thick. I don't care if you're short. I don't care if you got one eye, it's crossed. You got 3 titties. I don't care what it is. Somebody want to see you, okay? And
that's right.
Well, I want to see 3 titties too, though.
That has you, it would behoove them to have you on their roster.
That's right.
That means y'all both get paid, honey. I'm trying to help you get a Bentley. Right. That's what I tell my agent. We got to get this Bentley, honey.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, but yeah, you know I'm down, Renee. I'm there.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna get it together, and I promise, because it's been heavy on me, and I know that I need to do it. You know how when God is pulling you in a direction that you need to go in, He start making you uncomfortable in your current situations. So it's like, okay, God, I just need to a little bit more faith just to step out there and do it. And it's going to get done. And you don't understand right now. You're speaking to me, like you're speaking into me and pouring into me. So that right there is amazing. And I know if you're doing it for me, you're doing it for other people that's watching right now, and all of those that will be watching.
Hey, and also, when we was out there looking at houses while we was out there.
Oh, yeah, we were looking and scouting around. You know, we was texting you like, hey, did you look in this area? Have you seen this area?
So it's coming. It's coming. I'm looking for.
I'm looking at the same time, Pisces. Come on, it's coming.
Hey, you know, we gotta bring that Pisces thing there.
Somebody
it's
said
coming. Waiting on y'all. I mean, it was tough getting here and getting started without y'all.
Hey, but that's okay. But hey, you already there.
Family, y'all don't understand, but
but you there, you making it happen. So we love it, and we support you still, always to the end of time. When we come out there, we
appreciate y'all coming out here. Y'all got congratulations on winning like all the freaking awards at that festival, Jesus. Y'all came to LA and racked up. Why we didn't take money, power, and respect down there?
Hey, you know what?
I know.
Hey, you know what? I had to grow. Because you know me, I was totally against doing any kind of festivals whatsoever.
Yeah.
I was just like, you know what, fuck a festival. I was like, totally. Yeah. But then last year, Renee and I said, we're going to do stuff we've never done before. And that's why we stepped out the box. Mm-hmm. And so now we're going to Germany in September.
Yeah.
So,
what?
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, we need to start a GoFundMe for that.
I know, right?
Yes.
Hey, help us send us in Germany.
Yes.
I'm so proud of y'all. We just continue paving the way. I mean, when you look at like Cedric the Entertainer and Steve Harvey and all of them, they all lived and worked together and in houses and were roommates and stuff for years.
Yep.
And now what do? They help each other out. They call each other on their show, help produce stuff together. So whether we are apart or together, we're still paving the way. And we'll continue to do projects, and we'll have an opportunity. Some money will fall in our lap, and we'll make the dopest thing we ever made.
Hey,
so
you know it. Right. You know it. You know it. So that's what we're waiting on. Okay.
Yeah. That's right.
Well, I love you guys so much.
We love you too, Courtney. We love you, Courtney. So like I said, you already said, you know, if an actor want to come out there, they should just go ahead and do it. No, don't. What was your quote you posted again? I can't say it word for word. But
don't let your creativity pass through the lens of someone else's morality.
If you guys don't take that
is powerful.
Don't take that statement to your own self, then you're doing something wrong, guys. So
I stole that from Richard, but y'all can have it.
Hey, look.
Put that in the piggy bank.
Yeah, look. Courtney is the proof that if you can dream it, it can be accomplished.
That's right.
So she's definitely the person to see that. So if you guys want to step out on faith and do what you need to do, Renee, we had the proof right there that it can happen.
That's right.
And you had the support that it can happen. So hey, Courtney, we love you. So we're gonna end this show. We're over, but hey, we run the show, so we can do how long we want.
So whatever.
I gotta try to repost it or something so everybody can.
Oh yeah, it's soon as we end it, it's reposted. It's going live. It's soon be done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So they need to see it.
You need to see it. Share all your friends on LA. To hey, look, Bobby Renee, we are coming. We come in there with scripts. I mean, we got like 15, 20. We got scripts already ready to go. So we coming out there. We saving those scripts just to film out there.
Yeah.
Come on now with the palm trees and the beaches. I see them.
What? Yay! We love Santa Monica.
You already
I know. I love Santa Monica.
We love Santa Monica.
You know,
the beaches.
So this is the last thing I'm gonna say. So when I can afford to be bi-coastal, after I get this reoccurring role on whatever show that is, honey, I'm gonna have me a condo in Santa Monica, and I'm gonna have me a nice big house in Atlanta.
There you go.
That's our goal. That is our goal.
On my list.
Hey, I could do without the big house in LA.
Because I don't want to drive from LA to the set.
I know that's right.
That drive from Santa Monica to ABC Studios is gonna be tough, but I'm gonna have somebody doing that for me.
So. That's right.
Well, shoot, Ben, that Sonya Lot that was inspiration for me. That Sonya Lot was like, okay, yeah, we need to be here. We need to be here more often.
Yes,
yeah, and
absolutely.
take it in, man. I used to go to auditions and just hurry up and leave off the set. Oh, let me hurry up and get out of here. The last one I was on, I said, let me see. I found a bench. I sat down. I have this app called the Day One Journal. I took a picture. I put it in my Day One Journal. You know what I'm saying? And I just took a look around because I'm supposed to be here.
That's right.
I deserve to be here. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's this part or not, I'm just going to take this all in and let it sink into my DNA, honey.
There you go.
That's right.
I'm preaching all day. I love y'all.
We love you too, Courtney. All right, so we're gonna talk to you soon, and we're gonna see you real soon, okay?
Yeah.
I'll be down there to Atlanta, Renee, when we get this panel.
Hey, you forgot to tell you know your boy graduated.
Yes, I know, but I know he probably got girlfriends now, like real girlfriends. Hey, Jamari.
Make sure he see this.
Yeah. Yes, look, we trying to send him out there. We trying to send him to LA. So
baby can come because I know because if he just went through and graduated from Clark University.
Yes.
Yeah.
How proud are y'all, man?
Very, very proud. And and he does video too. So
he's doing everything: music, video, radio. He did radio. So he's been doing modeling. I mean, he's doing everything.
Doing it all. So we definitely inspired him a lot.
Come on out here and work. Come on out here and work. Look.
All right. Well, we're gonna keep saying goodbye and we keep talking.
I know. Okay.
All right, we're gonna talk to you later, Courtney.
They're gonna be like, she said bye, but she's still talking.
I know, right?
We love you.
Love you, Courtney.
I love you guys too so much. So y'all have a good day. I'll talk to y'all in a little while.
All right.
Okay.
Bye, Court.
Okay. Bye.
All right, guys, that was a wonderful, wonderful interview with our homegirl, Courtney Nichole. We had a bunch of viewers on, a bunch of questions asked.
I hope you guys were inspired.
Yes.
Just as much as we were inspired. I love to hear Courtney because we know her personal journey, and to hear her be so inspired and so amazing and just, putting it all out there. I mean, like, what else do you have to lose? And that's her attitude. What else do I have to lose?
Yeah.
I am out here. I'm stepping out on faith. I'm just giving it all that I have. And, for those of you that may be second guessing yourself or trying to figure it out, please share this broadcast. Let your friends see it as well so that they can be touched as well, because I'm sure it's plenty of people out there that need to hear what was said on today.
That's right. So, hey guys, we're going to end this show 17 minutes past the time we're supposed to.
That's all right.
We run this show. So TPN Live with Bobby and Renee, and somebody's still waiting on the three titties. Good session, guys. Thank you. Hey, so guys, we thank you guys for joining us today. Yes. So we do the show every first and third Thursday at 7 p.m.
Yes.
So make sure you guys share the link, rewatch the link. I hope Courtney gave some very good, valuable jewels here. So just go back and replay it and listen how she did her steps. She gave you the blueprint.
That's it.
She gave you the blueprint on how you should move and how you can move and be successful at moving.
Yes.
So take it for what it's worth. I think it's worth a lot. So do what you need to do with it. So we're going to end our show how we do all our shows with 1, 2, 3, and peace.
Love y'all.
Love you. Bye. And boom.